Thank you for joining me as we navigate scheduling choices next year in the history department for rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So let's start with those rising sophomores. Advisors, the first place you want to start is the spring comment written by the student's Patterns of Civilization teacher. In that comment, there should be a recommendation, either recommending the student for Modern World History or AP World History. That recommendation is not binding, so even if a student is recommended for Modern World History, the student can still take AP World History, but we really encourage you to convince the family that that is the right decision. The teacher has been with the student this year and really wants to place them in the most successful position possible for next year academically in the history department. So let's compare briefly Modern World History with AP World History. Modern World History is going to have less out-of-class textbook reading. It's going to cover less content. It's going to be more project-based, and it will cover skills, but not nearly as stringently as AP World will. It will cover things like document analysis, document-based question writing. AP World is going to have much more out-of-class textbook reading, cover more content, be focused more on those skills like document-based questions, and be more lecture-based. Just because a student is recommended for AP World History, that may not be the best choice. We really need to look at the totality of their schedule. Is it balanced? Is it manageable, both academically and extracurricularly? So if the student is taking AP Calculus and AP Chem, and AP World, something's probably got to give. So those are all considerations as well. Also, if a student is in an AP class, they really need to be advocates for themselves. And if they are having questions about skills or content, they really need to be advocates for themselves and go to conference and talk to the teacher. Students that have issues with time management, organization, procrastination, AP World and APUSH the next year can be really difficult courses because the content can quickly snowball and become very overwhelming. So if possible, that we want to avoid that situation. Okay, so that is some of what can be considered for rising sophomores. Rising juniors are also going to consider U.S. history between U.S. history and APUSH. Same kind of comparison. U.S. history will have less out-of-class textbook reading, be more project-based, cover slightly less content, and focus slightly less on skills, whereas APUSH will focus more on skills, be more lecture-based, much more out-of-class textbook reading, and cover more content. And again, if students are having issues with time management, organization, and procrastination, these AP World, APUSH choices can become very overwhelming quickly for students. So again, that's something to consider. Something though that is different junior year is the electives open up for juniors. So juniors need to take U.S. history, but they also can take any elective in the department. There are non-AP electives like ethnic studies, principles of business, and ethics and political philosophy. And there are also AP electives like AP government, AP psychology, AP art history, and AP economics. It is very important junior year, especially if they're taking APUSH, that they probably don't take another AP elective. Again, we want balance, a manageable academic and extracurricular schedules. Senior year, they can take any elective, non-AP or AP. And again, some rising seniors may not be recommended for AP classes, and that's something to always consider. Something to additionally consider is for the graduation requirement in the history department, students need to take 3 consecutive years of history. So freshman year, they take Patterns of Civilization. Sophomore year, they take world history. Junior year, they take U.S. history. And again, senior year, they can take any of those amazing, wonderful electives that our department offers. Something else that may come up for rising sophomores, they may opt to take modern world history during the summer. If they take modern world history this summer, they still need to take U.S. history next year as a sophomore. APUSH teachers have also said that sometimes sophomores will take modern world history this summer and then take APUSH as sophomores. And they don't really recommend this because it has been the history of students that have attempted this to not fare as well grade-wise and exam-wise. And they're not with their classmates in terms of a sophomore being in a junior class. Socially, sometimes it's also difficult. So those are things to consider as you talk to your advisees about scheduling in the history department next year for rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors. If you have additional questions, please email me, Schumacher S, and I will get back to you quickly. Thank you so much.